So we're getting Minnie in.
Hopefully.
I'll be right back. Actually, I'm not going to be right back. I'll call him on my phone.
God, this is going so well.
This is going to be absolutely awful.
Oh my God, is that a Supra?
Hi, everybody. This is my voice when it's not modified by a crap ton of YouTube stuff. You know, I ate a cactus beforehand just to kind of warm up a little bit. Well, I actually like eating cactus because it allows me to stick my pen in my mouth, and I can utilize that as a way to write. So right now, all of my text right now that I've just written down is all in blood. And while that may seem particularly emo, I quite like it. It's a very, very good system.
Yeah, don't have to pay for ink, don't gotta pay for lead. Self-sufficient.
Also, I like how this is D&D with mods.
If you don't know, we're going to be playing some D&D. That's the whole thing here. We're going to be utilizing Roll20, which is a online tabletop. Fee will be the DM for this session, and we do also have some character sheets through D&D Beyond.
Sorry, she was being irritating. I have returned.
That's okay. We were actually experimenting with Mentos and Coke, the drug kind, not the soda.
Oh, that's even more
that
fun.
and lots of head.
Oh yeah, very tasty.
This is the little campaign that I've made. It's not that intense, at least I don't think it is. But the idea is these guys are starting at level 5 because I didn't want to do a level 1 start. But yeah, so I'm the dungeon master. Do you guys want to give a quick introduction to your characters just so that we can
So my character's name is Ohum, and I want to focus on the pronunciation of this. So if we get it wrong, it's an issue. Okay. Ohum, right? Or you can throw a little bit more on it. Oh, you know what I mean? Something like that would be just fine. I am a high elf ranger, and I of course am a level 5 like everybody else here, all 2 of us. I am a 5'9" wannabe. Okay, I want to be 5'9" because 5'9" is a great height. It's truly standard. 165 pounds of
Taller than Owl in real life.
Yes, unfortunately, 1'8" real life. In case everybody's curious, I have white hair, but it's dyed with mud. This is the only specific part of my character. It's very important, so I'm going to make sure to describe it multiple times as I get ready to string my longbow. I'm going to use a little bit of mud as lubricant. Yeah, good stuff. I'm also a bachelor, so if anybody wants to flirt with me, that's fine. Homeless, would you like to share information about Aggro?
Good old, I got Agronak, the Deprived, half orc barbarian. He is an ex-soldier. So I went out, decided to be an adventurer. Decided to make some money, give it to his people. I got a good old 6'7", 320 pound, 20-year-old orc boy.
big boy?
Beefy with a capital B. So Homeless is on this epic quest to try to save his village. And you know what my thing is? My whole backstory, right? My cactus is dying. You guys thought I mentioned that cactus earlier for just some random reason? No. My cactus is dying, and I need to make sure that I can find some ancient material to bring it back.
You guys have been hired by a local town in order to go and take out, the stereotypical big bag evil guy. You've heard that there's a wizard living in this tower and that they're causing a lot of problems. And you've been hired because you guys are both ex-military. So they know that you guys can fight to go and take out this person because they're just causing too many issues. And you come up to the tower.
Okay, first of all, I want to know how tall this tower is. Like, we're talking from the base all the way to the base. Maybe underneath of it as well, all the way to the top. Roughly just kind of how many stories it is.
Roll a perception check because you said something specific there.
Okay, so I got a 10 in my perception. So that would be 15.
So from where you are stood, which is just in front of the front door, you can see 3 stories above ground. But as you get close to the door, it doesn't sound right. So you can tell that there is at least one basement.
I'm going to simply walk up to the door.
Okay. You can walk up to the door.
I'm pulling up. I'm just I'm swinging it open. Is it locked?
No, it's not locked at all. You can see that the floor is a checkerboard of marble with black and white squares. And you can also see that there is in the center of the room a plaque with something written on it.
Don't walk up to the plaque.
You can see the plaque on the floor. However, Algranak can't read it.
Can I make some sort of a check to determine what language it is?
You recognize it as Old Elvish. Like starting a journey, one makes a gambit. One can never know the scope of their ambit. For a land far away has its own system, a river, a wheel, a clock, all twisting. Oh, bless him.
So I'm going to look at the audience here. Is there any divine intervention?
What does it look like the plaque is made out of?
It's just part of the floor.
I'm gonna try and push, pull, and twist on it.
Ooh.
It doesn't do anything.
All right, out of anger, I pull my great axe and smack the plaque.
Roll a d20 to attack.
22.
You obliterate the plaque and it's not there anymore. Nothing
Fuck the plaque.
happened.
Like I got nothing, my guy. After aggro smacks it, does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Okay, I want to look at the floor.
You can look at the floor. Do you roll a perception check for the floor?
A solid 7.
You notice absolutely nothing.
I will also look at the floor.
I am going to mark on the board. You notice that this one, and this one have all been touched recently.
Whoa. All right, so we're gonna move the pawn forward.
Move the pawn forward to...
Move this one to here.
Yes, beautiful, perfect.
Hear a click.
The bishop comes out behind the pawn.
We're gonna move it until it clicks.
Okay.
Does it click?
No.
And move it a little bit further.
I push it back.
It clicks when it reaches here. All 3 doors click open, and I need you all to roll for initiative. Dude, in the center of this room, and it is a haunted armor set.
All right, so what happens with this round of surprise here?
So this round of surprise just means that this man gets to... Oh, I didn't mean to ping. I'm sorry. Your armor class is... So he rolls and he goes with his longsword and he tries to attack you, but you manage to dodge out of the way just in time. And the next person is Al. You're the first person to start.
But I don't think I can seduce him, unfortunately. My charisma is just...
You're not trying hard enough.
It's just simply not strong enough. I don't even know what weapons I've got. Like, this is the most prepared that I think I've ever been for anything in my entire life. I had a job interview at the end of the day that went insanely well, though. Didn't need to use a longbow.
Actually, it doesn't say that it's immune to seduction. However, I'm going to tell you, you can't speak any languages that it speaks.
All right, well, that takes that off the table then.
It manages to dodge out of the way. And now it is Homeless's turn.
I'm going to just straight up walk over to Homeboy. Since it's my first attack a turn, I'm going to reckless attack.
Okay.
So
what does that mean?
This turn, any attack I make with strength, I get advantage, but in return, until next turn, enemies have advantage on me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine.
I'm
roll with advantage.
Swinging my axe. 19 plus 8, 27.
You hit. Roll for damage, mon frere.
7.
You managed to get a hit on him.
All right. I'm going to take my extra attack.
Okay.
Just Chad Barbarian things. This one doesn't get advantage.
That does not. And so after your reckless attack, you manage to hit him. And then through the backswing, as you're trying to go for it again, he manages to hold up his shield and parry it from you. So now it is his go. He's going to go for the guy that just hurt him.
It's okay. We'll sit here, figure out who has the bigger health pool.
Your ace, he swings and you manage to jump out of the way again. And he swings and it clanks off the floor. So Al, it's your turn again.
How would I go about seducing him?
How are you going about rizzing him?
How are you going about the riz?
I kind of relax my bow down a little bit, I got a little bit of movement, right? So I could dance around to the side and look him into his loving eyes and just tell him that I'm sorry for all the travesties that he's been in his life, but that if you would join my side, we would make sweet, sweet armor babies.
Roll persuasion.
17.
Okay, this guy has advantage on magical effects, which I guess.
I don't think persuasion would be magic. Bro's just trying to riz out here.
I will just roll a d20 then, and we'll see. Okay, so the haunted armor sort of looks towards you and tilts his head and like doesn't really understand what you're saying, but like gets the general gist of it. You know, like he can feel your emotions and feel what you're doing.
As this armor turns to look at me with his yellow black gorgeousness, I kind of lean in and give him a wonderful hug, just letting him know that everything will be okay.
He sort of slumps into your arms, and suddenly the enchantment that was holding the pieces of armor together just goes. It's like the spirit was finally at rest. So you managed to defeat the armor in a way that I didn't predict, but go off, I guess. So yeah, you did it.
You said there's a shield, right?
Yeah, but it's so rusted and gross that there's no way that it could be affected. It was only good because of the fact that it was enchanted.
You guys keep using the term Riz, like I didn't just passionately connect with a spirit that is no longer with us.
That's part of rizzing. I don't know what Owl's doing.
Okay, I want to. Oh yeah. God damn. Oh.
Yeah, you guys come in here, and there's nothing really of interest at all.
I see
it just
the
looks like a
box.
storage room.
I want to open the box.
You can open the box. What's in the box? Open the box, and it's just filled with parchments of like empty parchments that don't have anything particularly interesting on them, and a couple of like pieces of silverware.
I want to taste one.
Take a Constitution save.
Checking if it's edible. I don't know how long I'm about to be in here. The paper.
You put it in your mouth, and you realize that it is just paper, and it is therefore not edible.
It's not poisonous. That means it's edible.
Before Homeless eats all of these fucking pieces of paper that I am trying to look at a little bit better than what his taste buds can do, can I try to see if there's any sort of a code with these pieces of parchment? Not looking for anything that would drastically change my entire life, but perhaps drastically change my perception of my new lover, the spirit. Is there any pieces of diary?
There is nothing in here. There's just like old maps.
Can I take a candle and one of the pieces of parchment and kind of hover over top of it and see the...
There is literally nothing in this chest. I am telling you, there is nothing in here.
I pick the chest up and turn it over. I dump it all on the floor.
I want to find the spirit's diary and be able to ease its family's worries. How amazing would it be for me to be able to go to somebody and be like, hey, you know your great grandpa?
We were lovers.
Yeah.
I need to hit the chest with my axe. It's important.
It shatters immediately. It's an old piece of wood.
I try to eat the wood.
You just start chewing on the wood.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm just sat there chewing on the wood.
So Luck's character, Loic, has just arrived.
I'm so sorry. All right, let me
draw yourself a little square or a circle, because I'll use squares for enemies,
Circle
and you guys
gang.
can be.
What is all this grass stuff?
Weed.
All right,
It's just grass.
I'm just in the middle of it.
You hear somebody walking up towards the front doors.
I am going to sprint straight at them.
Oh God!
Okay.
Full
Oh,
speed.
God.
Luck, what do you do with this?
I see someone running straight at me, and being the paladin that I am, I never back away from a challenge. I start sprinting straight into them.
Athletics, probably.
Athletics for both of you. Athletics for Agronag, and both of you athletics, I think, because one's trying to stand upright and the other
22.
one's trying.
All right.
And Loic.
All right, I got a nat 20. Let's go. I am.
It's a tie. How does this work?
It is a tie.
Basically,
yeah.
Both of you run at each other and bonk off each other, but you remain standing. And I do need to say that Loic is here as part of the same mercenary guild that you guys were hired.
I look at Loic and just offer out my hand to shake.
I enthusiastically grab that hand and pull you in for one of those like handshake turns into a hug kind of things. We've all done it.
Agronak sends it, goes for it. Agronak appreciates a big, strong man.
She's a woman, but go off, I guess. Loic is female.
I just start crying profusely and just appreciate how much love is in the air this evening.
I add to the environment and I go for a big group hug between the three of us.
That's very sweet. I like this. And you fill in Loic about all of the things that just happened and explain that Owen is in love and has lost.
While they're
love.
talking, I'm wandering off this way.
Okay.
Long stories bore me. Is this door open?
Yes, all of the doors have opened. There is also supposed to be a door here, but I forgot to add it. Sorry.
I'm gonna come look at whatever this is.
Okay, yeah. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
You might not believe it, but I am kind of perceptive.
Oh, we love a man who's perceptive.
Really?
Not right now.
We know a man who knows what he's looking at.
Actually, no, it's fine. You notice in here that there is a painting on the wall. Just here.
I'm looking at the painting. Is there any kind of similar looking armor to the one we just fought in it?
No, it is an elvish lady, but she is wearing clothes from a very, very long time ago.
I grab the painting, I bring it to Owl.
And you can see that there's like mechanisms and stuff behind it, but I'm guessing that you don't care about that.
I do not. I walk away and bring it to Owl.
Okay, so you've walked over and brought it to Owen. What are you going to do?
I'm just showing. I'm just holding it up right in front of me, showing.
Wow, it looks quite exquisite. Very mid-century. I quite like the direction that they used. Almost like Directional Owl, the YouTuber.
Gift. Bring it to
I bow
Owl.
repetitively and embrace it fully.
Right, so swooping in comes a griffin, and it lands. Yeah. And you hear it cawing as it comes through. It comes in and it lands, and it looks pissed. And the first one to go is Luck.
All right, so I have my experiences with griffins, right? One of them like ate my mom when I was being born. So I am furious. I go in for a charge, moving straight up to the griffin, and I take this new sword I just recently got, and I'm just going to slash twice at this thing. An 11 and a 17.
So you go up. The first one misses. So you manage to swipe, and it manages to just move its wing out the way just in time. And the second one manages to hit. So this weapon has 1d8 slashing damage. So roll a d8 for me, please.
5 damage.
Sweet.
As a bonus action, I will cast a Sanctuary on myself. What this does is until my next attack, a creature must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must pick a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay.
This does not do anything against AoEs, and that will be my turn. This goes away, by the way, after I attack.
Sweet. Okay, so next is Al.
I roll to attack it with my longbow. 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
13.
13. Wow.
And that's piercing damage. 8 plus 5.
Okay, now it is.
I'm coming up to right here, and I'm stopping right there. I'm gonna ring the bell.
The griffin caws in response.
Like what kind?
It just goes, "Rah!" And that's it.
I just keep ringing.
Is that your entire turn? Just ringing the bell?
I'm sitting here. I'm ringing the fuck out this bell. Like I am putting all my might into it to get it as loud as possible.
Okay. It's now the Griffin's go. My man's is coming over to you, and he gets to attack twice, once with his beak and once with his claws. So 9 damage to you with that one. And then he goes for his claws for a cheeky swipe, which is a 21, which also hits.
Jeez.
Slashing damage, so it does an extra 13 damage to you.
So you done?
And that is all that my mans can do. So it's back up to Luck.
Okay. I see my new best friend being attacked by a little bird. So I'm going to move diagonally, diagonally to the bird, not leaving its range. And I'm going to slip my arm up below its bird neck and kind of suplex it, going for a grappling pin.
Okay. What fucking check does that need?
It is
Strength
athletics.
or athletics.
Competition.
Yeah, roll an athletics check then, please. You don't manage to grapple it.
Okay. Damn.
Good idea, but just didn't work, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
So,
Well, the
that
grapple
is-
would be your action, right?
Yeah, the grapple would be my action, and I have no bonus actions to do. So that will be my turn. I ready my shield to throw it in the way of any attacks going at my friend.
Okay. So now it's Al's turn.
First one I think is a 12, which probably doesn't hit.
It does not hit, no.
And this time I got a nat 20,
Nat
which
20.
is
Nat
pretty-
20, roll damage with advantage. No, it's double damage. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
You
No,
roll your damage die twice.
17 damage.
17 damage. Woo, big chunk. The griffin reels from this, and it lets out a cry of pain, and you can see blood seeping into its feathers. Okay, it is Homeless's turn.
Let's go. Yeah, so first off, as my I'm going to use my bonus action before my action. I'm going to rage.
Mhm.
I am very pissed off now.
Makes
and
sense.
I am going to reckless attack the griffin. So bad rolls. Highest would be 6 plus 8, so 14.
That hits.
Let's go. 14 damage.
Ooh,
Oh.
You roll 20 plus 8.
that definitely
hits.
hits.
I still get my plus 7, 16. With a total of 30 damage.
You
Nice.
you just get so pissed off. What weapon are you using for this? Just so that
Great axe.
So you take your great axe, you turn around, and you go for one swing, and it embeds itself in its neck, and you take it out, and you go for another swing, and you fully decapitate the griffin.
Bird bad.
It's kind of sad that Cog's character's not here because he's a fucking bird creature. Aracrocker, could you imagine how sad that would be if you just said bird bad?
Oh, you
So
love to
yeah,
hear it.
you managed to kill the griffin, and that's the end of combat. So do you guys head down to the basement? Yeah. So in this room, Al, what are you doing? You're still in the corridor.
I'm pacing. Okay, I'm just enjoying the blue atmosphere over here. I jump up and I try to peer over top of them, and I try to like climb them up like a little backpack.
I put my hand behind me to assist Owl.
So you are now piggybacking on the back of.
Aggro. Do I hit my head on anything, or is the room is tall enough?
You're fine.
That's a fucking
Oh, that's a
massive
fucking
ceiling.
Yeah, they're like 10 foot tall. The flooring and the walls are of a material that you don't recognize. And there is a small discolored patch in the center with 4 pillars around the outside.
I'm going to walk up to the discolored patch. Owl still remaining on my shoulders.
I'm going to be looking at one of the pillars.
Okay. On this pillar, you notice that there is an acorn inscribed on it.
Okay, so there's a silly acorn.
Yeah, so there's a carving of an acorn.
This is witchy business then. Is there anything you want to do with the spot in the middle?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and investigate it. Take
It's
a good look.
completely flush with the floor. There is no way that you can get a handhold underneath it or anything like that.
I try and stand on it to see if it goes down.
You stand on it and nothing happens.
Is there anything up with these pillars? I'm just looking at the.
Do you want to go and look
Southeast.
at another one? Do you want to move to another one and see what's on it?
Yeah, sure.
That one has a full-looking oak tree inscribed
so
on
an
it.
acorn and oak tree. I think I know what's going on.
Do they
here.
move?
They do not move.
I'm going to try to push the acorn pillar over.
It doesn't move.
Yeah, I think you missed that part. I'm taking a closer look at the pillar. Is there anything I can interact with on it?
There is a little like metal anchor point on the acorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and manipulate it whichever way possible.
It doesn't do anything.
I'm going to try really, really hard.
I give him some mud. That way it lubes it up just a little bit.
I put some mud on it to get a better grip, and you put all my strength into it.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to try to open the store to see if there's anything on the other side that might help us.
Sweet. You open the door and it is another storage room.
Man, strong enough to fucking rip apart a griffin with this, with an axe. Not strong enough to move a stone pillar.
It's probably holding the entirety of the tower.
Can I
This
check around
pillar
this,
is like embedded
Come on,
into
Owl. We're
the
going
floor
in here.
and into the ceiling.
I'm still fucking with these pillars myself.
Nah, you're still on my shoulders. I haven't let you down yet.
Oh shit. I fall backwards and now my head is just smacking against your voluptuous badonkadonk.
involuntary captor.
Yeah, we're just casually chilling. It's like a mech.
I start massaging your thighs while I'm down there.
Can you guys roll perception checks whilst you're in this room, please?
I would love to.
Solid 24. I may be upside down. The blood may be rushing to my head.
Even though you're upside down, but you can actually see something for once now that you're upside down.
12.
Also 12. It's our
So-
strength together, Owl.
Notices that there is a sort of a thing that looks like a rope, but it's not made out of anything that you guys recognize, but you realize that it's long enough that it could probably do something with the
Pull
pillars. It's just on a table, like
Oh, I pull
in a bundle.
We're gonna grab the rope here, and you guys are gonna need to tell me something because I'm not vegetarian, so I think an acorn becomes before a sapling, and then we've got
Yes.
a tree, and then we've got a stump. So realistically, the stump should come last, the acorn should come first, then it should be the sapling. So we're gonna take the rope and we're gonna loop it around.
Tie it to the anchor point from the acorn, then to the sapling, then to the tree, then to the stump.
That is what you were supposed to do. Congrations. So with that, you hear a big mechanical thunk and reveals a spiral staircase.
I would like to drop.
I sprint
Is
down
it
the
in here?
staircase.
Oh, no, we're not.
I'm making sure to hold Owl on my shoulders nice and tight.
Yeah, I'm just going to trust that he can hold on to you well, considering the fact that you basically just holding onto his legs at this point.
I'm only a small 5'9", so really.
I'm gripping Oam's thighs.
Here you go. This is what you see, and you can see a door in front of you, and this room is still in that strange bluish hue.
Okay. Do you think we're in the ocean? I mean, the ocean has a pretty bluish hue, don't you think?
It's an astute observation, but no.
Lead walls. I attempt to open this door.
It does not open. It
Let's
doesn't
go.
open. And I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh, Owl, you're still on my shoulders.
Almost, you've got very nice shoulders, just to let you know. Very broad.
Yeah. At least I'm not angry right now. You might go flying off my shoulders if I rage. I'm still at 38 because our healer
you haven't
refuses
healed.
to heal me.
You haven't asked.
I did ask.
You did ask?
I asked
didn't
mid combat.
Oh, mid-combat.
Well, you're in combat now, so it's going to be an action. So, what happens is, after you've been pushing on the door, suddenly, what you assumed to be ornamental was actually a snake. And it slithers down and it hisses at you. And it's made of metal. And you can hear a slight ticking along the background with its hissing.
Oh my god, it's a bomb.
Not the ball.
Luck, you're up first.
If this is a bomb, which I as a character think it is, I need to get the fuck away from this, right? Or at least get it the fuck away from everyone else. So I'm going to try to grapple it.
Roll me an athletics.
God, okay, 8.
You go to grapple it, but it manages to slither itself out of the way.
Okay, that is my turn.
Next is Owl, who is
God.
still on
Okay, so I am upside down.
on his back, so you can't actually reach this thing because you're facing the other way.
Yeah, you need to sit up so you could hit it with your bow.
22 to hit.
Before you do that, I need you to roll with a disadvantage because of the position that you are in. It still hits.
9. Rolled a nat once and none.
Yeah, so you take a critical fail, which is always fun. So what happens is you stumble off the back
Oh
of
no.
Agronak, and you manage to hit yourself in the face with your bow.
Oh god.
So can you take 1d8 damage, and you are going to be prone on the floor next to Agronak. So you're going to be here. So you take
Okay.
7 damage. So you thwacked yourself with your longbow, basically, as you fell on the floor.
I'll protect you, sweetums.
Next, it is Homeless.
I'm going to, once again, as per usual, reckless attack this snake.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 16, which I'm pretty sure hits.
That hits, yeah.
Got 9.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my frenzy, PP smack the snake a second time.
Okie dokie. Roll to attack and roll to...
10.
You miss. I am terribly sorry.
Okay.
That's a good turn.
How's
And
the
now
snake looking?
he's still pretty healthy.
This fucking snake's got more health than the goddamn griffin.
It's made of metal. Okay, the snake is going to go after Luck, and it has advantage on these saving throws.
Okay. So make a saving throw for every attack.
Yeah, so it's just going for... It gets a nat 20.
Both of those attacks go through.
21.
That hits.
Can you roll a saving throw, please? A constitution saving throw.
Against the poison.
Against the poison.
14.
You also don't get poisoned, and you lose 4 HP. Next is Owl.
I am going to, now that I am completely standing, go ahead and roll for an attack.
That doesn't hit.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. There we
That's your
go. Homeless.
Let's go. I am once again reckless attack swinging.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. 15,
That hits.
17 damage.
Ooh, chunky damage.
Still alive?
Yeah, it's still very much alive.
I'm swinging again. Fuck a 10.
That does not hit. So you go for a second attack and you try and come up, and it doesn't hit. And then next it's me. I have to do things. It's gonna go for Owl again, because it's like, what the fuck is this guy trying to shoot me from this close? It's fucking stupid.
Bro is avoiding me.
So it's making an attack roll.
Yeah.
As it goes for its first attack roll, I'm going to use my my reaction to while welding a shield and a creature that is next to me attacks a creature within 5 feet of me. I'm gonna use my reaction to impose disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
So both of these have disadvantage as I punch it in the back of the head with a shield.
So 14. And that doesn't hit. So it goes to try and bite Owl. And he goes, "Nyah," and then misses. And next it's Luck again.
So I'm going to try to grab it and keep it still so other people can beat the shit out of it. I'm going for a grapple.
Roll me an athletics, mon frère.
21.
You managed to do that. It is now restrained.
All right, I'm going to use an attack action since it's one of my attacks. I grapple, then I attack.
Okay.
This is with advantage since I have
Okay.
the grappler feat.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18.
That hits.
Okay, so I deal
What are you hitting it with?
1d. This is my hammer.
Okay.
11 damage. All right, and since this guy is still in my hands, I'm going to start moving with him, bringing him over here. I'll wait right next to me. I'll wait from the guy with the bow. My friend.
That is fine.
And that is
I'm
my
doing maths. Give me a second. It's starting to look a wee bit worse for wear.
I then use one of my bonus action to cast with my third of my 4 spell slots, Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
Pass.
Bro, scared, taking damage.
That is fine. Owl, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm going to move my bussy as far as my movement will allow, which is 30 feet. So I should be able to move 3 squares all the way over to this corner. And I'm going to shove my butt right up against that corner to make sure that my bow has a perfect accuracy.
Yep, you just roll normally.
There's an 11 misses. 26 hits. We're
That
gonna go
hits. Yeah, roll me some damage numbers, please.
9.
I would like to say, since he's grappled, he does have an advantage.
Too late. I already made my attacks.
Oh, that's fair.
It's not looking healthy. Now it's time for Homeless.
I'm sprinting straight at it. I'm swinging.
Go for that swang.
Yep, you already know how it
You get
is.
advantage.
Reckless swing. Oh, nat 20, so 28.
That doesn't matter. You do double damage, mon frere. Roll me them damage die.
27.
Ooh. You come up to this thing and you clobber it so hard that it falls apart in Loic's hands.
Just smacking it with my great axe. The wrong end of the great axe. I'm smacking it with the side.
Yeah, it comes apart in Loic's hands, and you see this sort of blue energy come out, and it flows towards the door, and the door opens.
Do I find anything in my next praise? My next kill?
It's filled with small brass things that you don't
I take all
quite
of them.
understand. Okay, you can take all of them. What do you do?
I go ahead and start heading through the door thingy.
Cool. In this, you see that the walls are like how am I going to describe this? It's a walkway. It's not like your typical corridor. It's a walkway. And it's floating on, it seems to be floating on water, but it's not moving like it's floating. And the walls on either side have waterfalls, and it's lit from below. But you don't understand how something can be lit when there is water.
Quick small question. There are still pieces of the snake contraption left, right?
Yes.
I am going to attempt to eat a piece.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
He got intimidated into not attacking me. I need to take bro out. Oh, I have a +7. I rolled it on D&D Beyond.
What does it say?
10 + 7, 17.
You immediately spit it out because it hurts your teeth to try and chew.
Who said anything about chewing? Trying to swallow.
No, but it just hurts too much, and you spit it out.
I like swallowers.
Yeah. I'm going to put Owl back on my shoulders and continue down the hallway.
Absolutely fucking not. I'm going to walk first.
Are
Okay.
you resisting?
I am resisting. Fuck that shit.
You need to do a strength check, both of you, if that's happening.
21.
I'm just going to do whatever is the least option of resistance. I'm just going to, I guess, hug on to him again and get disadvantaged the entirety of the next combat section. We got to train on this shit because obviously this is not working out for me.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't pull a longbow while I'm sitting on top of you. It's just not going to work like that. We can't ride each other.
I thought it was because you were upside down. You had the disadvantage.
I think if I bend over in front of you and do it that way, I think that's probably going to give me a better option. Really, better line of sight.
Yeah, you can clench with your legs and use my body to support yours.
Really, if anything, that should be more stable. I mean, that's like a built-in, I don't know what, like a stand for it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I'm stood still.
All right, so I'm bent over in front of him as we. What happens as we go into this next room?
Okay, so you just open the door and it's fine. and it's got that same blue glow. And there is something that you can only describe as a desk, but it's got strange lights on it, and there are what look to be just dark paintings in front of it.
Is there anything on this table in front of me?
It's covered in strange things that are lit up, and you don't really understand them. But there is one thing in the center that is bigger than the rest, and it is also lit up, and it looks like a button to you.
I'm going to
I push
put my
it.
hands up. Please
I push it.
Oh, don't touch
I
it.
push
Please
it.
push the button.
God,
And-
don't
I push it.
the button.
Immediately, what happens is you guys get thrown into a portal. The swirls of magic and something that you can't quite understand come in, and you feel like you're being pulled apart and like dragged basically without any will, and you are falling and falling and falling and falling, and it feels like you're falling forever and also for not any time at all. And suddenly you land, and with a thunk, and all of you are sat there confused, and you look up from where you're sat, and it's busy. It's so busy. There are people here, but you don't understand what's happening. There are things that are flying around, and like you recognize that there are roads and that there are pavements, but you don't understand what they're made of. And you recognize that there are things that you've seen like in traveling circuses and carts of like moving paintings that you know are simple enchantments, but these are so well rendered and so well defined that you don't quite understand what you're seeing. And you look up and you look down, and you're in the middle of a very, very busy thoroughfare. And these people are wearing things that you don't understand. They're looking at things in their hands that you don't get. They look like the scrying stones that you're used to, but they're so small and they're not made of stone, obviously. And you're sat here so confused and looking up. And Loic tries to reach out to their patron god and can't hear anything.
Oh God.
I grab one of them.
I'm going to.
That's the end. That's the end of the session.
That's the end.
That's the end of the
I
session.
want to grab someone, start grunting at them so bad.
That's the end of the
Start
session.
speaking orc.
That was a fun session. The bell. No.
The bell.
The
No.
Griffin
Never
corpse!
got the
No!
bell.